Imagine waking up to the ground trembling beneath you, the air thick with tension, and suddenly realizing an entire continent is splitting apart. This isn't fiction, it's happening in Africa. The East African Rift is widening, creating a new ocean right before our eyes. As tectonic plates shift, they're not just reshaping landscapes, they're rewriting the future of our planet. This seismic event could lead to massive geological changes, affecting ecosystems, weather patterns, and even human populations. The thought of a new ocean emerging, with all its potential for disruption, is both fascinating and terrifying. What will happen to the wildlife, the communities, and the climate? The world is watching, and the implications are staggering. This is not just a story of geological change, it's a wake-up call for humanity. Imagine a massive rift tearing through the heart of Africa, a geological phenomenon that's creating a new ocean right before our eyes. This isn't science fiction, it's happening now. The East African Rift is slowly splitting the continent apart, and in millions of years, it could give rise to a new ocean. This process is terrifying to Africans and the world at large. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the East African Rift System, a tectonic plate boundary stretching over 3,000 kilometers from the Afar region in Ethiopia down to Mozambique. This massive rift is caused by the African plate splitting into two smaller plates, the Nubian plate to the west and the Somali plate to the east. While tectonic plate movement is nothing new, what's shocking is the speed and scale of this split. The East African Rift System is a geological marvel, stretching over 3,000 kilometers from Ethiopia to Mozambique. It's where the African plate is splitting into two, the Nubian plate to the west and the Somali plate to the east. This isn't just a slow process, it's happening at an astonishing pace. Imagine, in millions of years, this rift could create a new ocean, effectively splitting Africa in two. In 2005, a crack over 56 kilometers long appeared in Ethiopia almost overnight, a stark reminder of the immense power of tectonic forces at play. This isn't just a theory, it's a reality unfolding right beneath our feet. The question isn't if this will happen, but when. The implications for Africa are profound. The creation of a new ocean will lead to significant changes in geography. Countries like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania will have coastal access where there was none before, while others will be left landlocked. This transformation will disrupt ecosystems, displace communities, and require nations to rethink their borders and infrastructure. The creation of a new ocean in Africa is a game-changer. Imagine Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania suddenly having coastlines, while others remain landlocked. This shift will redefine borders and infrastructure, but it comes with a heavy price. Communities are at risk of displacement, and ecosystems will face disruption. The rift is already shaking the ground beneath us, with earthquakes and volcanic eruptions becoming more common. The destruction is real and could escalate in the coming decades. Our fertile lands and vital resources are under threat, jeopardizing agriculture and water supplies in a region already grappling with food insecurity. The stakes have never been higher for millions living near the rift. The ramifications extend far beyond Africa. The formation of a new ocean will alter global sea levels and ocean currents, potentially impacting weather patterns and accelerating climate change. Shipping routes could also shift dramatically, with new pathways opening up that could rival the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal in economic importance. However, these changes come at a cost. Political instability and conflicts over resources are likely to escalate, not just within Africa but globally. The formation of a new ocean in Africa is not just a local phenomenon, it's a seismic shift with global implications. Imagine rising sea levels and altered ocean currents reshaping weather patterns worldwide, accelerating climate change in ways we can hardly predict. Shipping routes will transform, creating new pathways that could rival the Suez and Panama Canals, revolutionizing global trade. But this comes with a dark side. Political instability and resource conflicts are likely to escalate, affecting not just Africa but the entire planet. The scientific community is buzzing with excitement and concern. This is a rare chance to observe tectonic processes in real time, yet it starkly reminds us of Earth's volatility and our vulnerability. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. Can we prevent or adapt to this? The short answer is no, we cannot prevent the forces of plate tectonics. However, we can adapt. Governments and organizations are already working to monitor the rift and develop strategies to mitigate its impacts. Advanced technology, like satellite imaging and ground sensors, allows scientists to predict potential disasters and give early warnings to affected communities. Moreover, infrastructure planning will be critical. Building earthquake-resistant structures, relocating populations, and redesigning transportation networks are just a few steps that could minimize disruption. International cooperation will also be essential as the effects of this transformation ripple across the globe. The forces of plate tectonics are unstoppable, we can't prevent them. But we can adapt. Governments and organizations are stepping up, using advanced technology like satellite imaging and ground sensors to monitor rifts and predict disasters. Imagine receiving an early warning before an earthquake strikes. This is becoming a reality. Infrastructure planning is crucial. We need to build earthquake-resistant structures, relocate vulnerable populations, and redesign our transportation networks. It's not just about survival, it's about resilience. And let's not forget the importance of international cooperation. The impacts of these geological changes don't respect borders, they ripple across the globe. Together, we can face these challenges head-on. Why it's terrifying, the idea of a new ocean forming may seem fascinating, but the speed and scale of this event are a stark reminder of nature's power. The terrifying part isn't just the physical splitting of a continent, it's the cascading effects on human life, ecosystems, and economies. Entire communities may be displaced, global trade routes disrupted, and the delicate balance of our planet's climate further strained. This isn't just a story about geology, it's a wake-up call for humanity. As we grapple with challenges like climate change and resource scarcity, the formation of this new ocean is a reminder that Earth's processes are far beyond our control. It's a humbling and terrifying thought. The idea of a new ocean forming is both fascinating and terrifying. Imagine a continent splitting apart, not just reshaping our maps, but reshaping lives. Entire communities could be displaced, their homes swallowed by the sea. Think about the disruption to global trade routes, the ripple effects on economies that rely on stability. And let's not forget the ecosystems that could be thrown into chaos as species struggle to adapt or face extinction. This isn't just a geological event, it's a stark reminder of nature's power and our vulnerability. As we confront climate change and dwindling resources, the formation of this ocean serves as a wake-up call. Earth's processes are beyond our control, and that's a humbling, terrifying thought. The creation of a new ocean in Africa is a breathtaking yet unsettling phenomenon. While it's a process that will unfold over millions of years, its early stages are already wreaking havoc and forcing us to rethink how we live on this planet. This isn't just Africa's story, it's the world's story. As we witness the birth of a new ocean, we must prepare for the challenges it brings and remember our shared responsibility to adapt and thrive in a changing world. Imagine this, over millions of years, the land is slowly splitting apart, giving rise to a vast body of water. It's awe-inspiring, yet unsettling. We're already seeing the early impacts. Communities are being displaced, ecosystems are shifting, and we're forced to rethink our relationship with the planet. This isn't just a story for Africa, it's a global narrative. As we witness this monumental change, we must embrace the challenges it brings. It's a call to action for all of us to adapt, innovate, and thrive in a world that's constantly evolving. The birth of a new ocean is a reminder that our planet is alive, and we share the responsibility to protect it.